What's up, everyone? It's SmartCast again. I'm going to do a video for my predictions for Survivor Series. This does not mean the SmartCast is coming back. It's just a quick one-off. I mean, I may do some more prediction videos later, but I just want to do something special for Survivor Series because WWE doesn't seem to be doing so. They just kind of pushing it off. Case in point, the fact that there are only 5 announced matches for this pay-per-view that's going to happen in like 4 days. That's ridiculous. There is one match that's definitely going to happen. It's just not announced yet. And I'll cover that one first because I think it'll probably either be on the pre-show or just the curtain jerker. Actually, it probably won't be a curtain jerker. It'll probably be something in the middle to cool the crowd down. But I think they will announce Adam Rose versus The Bunny, which I don't know why people really care about this. It's kind of stupid. In fact, I don't think people do care about it. I don't think The Bunny will be revealed. Rumors are still going around that The Bunny's going to be Darren Young, which is kind of not logical, because whenever The Bunny wrestles, his sleeves come up and it's a white guy, so that's definitely a white arm, and Darren Young is black, so that's it's going to be weird. Personally, I want it to be Darren Young because I kind of want Darren Young to come back. I've always been a fan of Darren Young, not just because we have the same name either, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think The Bunny's going to stay The Bunny, because it looks like they're kind of pushing for an Adam Rose heel turn. And the best thing they can do for an Adam Rose heel turn is to get rid of the Exotic Express. Basically, bring back Leo Kruger, just keep him with the Adam Rose name. So I think he beats the Bunny. The Exotic Express is not happy about it, and he kind of just shoos them all away. At least that's what I think would happen. So I think Adam Rose has got that match in the bag. The next match, I'm going to focus on a championship match, AJ Lee versus Nikki Bella. Not happy about this because my prediction just doesn't make me happy at all. Backstory, Nikki Bella beat Brie Bella. Brie Bella has to do whatever Nikki says for 30 days. Those 30 days are not up until the Tuesday after Survivor Series. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that Nikki says, make sure you do whatever it takes for me to win this belt. And Brie has to do it. Not to mention, AJ Lee attacked Brie kind of out of nowhere on Raw when she was celebrating Nikki getting beat down. So I do see Brie costing AJ Lee the belt here, and I think Nikki's going to become the new champion because I never have believed the whole the Total Divas can't hold belts. I've never believed that ever. So I think Nikki Bella walks out the champ here, unfortunately, and then Brie starts chasing the belt. I don't think that will start at TLC. I think that AJ Lee will get one more, or get her rematch clause at TLC and get one more match and then lose again, which we will see Brie and Nikki really start around Royal Rumble and end at WrestleMania, where Brie's going to get her WrestleMania moment that no one's going to care about. Because while Brie and Nikki have improved drastically, they really have. I mean, believe they're really good. They're actually not really good in the ring, but they are passable in the ring now. It's just their acting is really bad, and nowadays you really have to be a good actor, and you have to really be able to pull people into your story, and Nikki and Brie don't have the ability to do that. They're both just gorgeous, gorgeous women, and you do feel for Brie, but in the end, I mean, I hate putting it like this, because I'm a fan of the Divas, but in the end, Brie is just Daniel Bryan's wife, and Nikki is just John Cena's girlfriend. Kind of sucks. It's just like AJ Lee is unfortunately stuck as CM Punk's wife, which really sucks because AJ Lee is actually really good. But whenever she's out there, everyone starts chanting CM Punk, and that sucks because you have AJ Lee in the ring who had plenty of chances to quit and isn't getting her way, and she's sticking with the company, whereas CM Punk quit. He's a quitter. I ain't getting my way. I'm not getting what I want. I don't get a title shot. I'm going to quit. I mean, I get it. He doesn't like the product anymore. I'm happy for what he's doing now. I am going to get all of his Marvel comic books that he's writing because he knows comic books, but that's for another time. I am a nerd. So anyway, so Nikki and AJ. I think Nikki walks out with a title. Sorry, folks. Let's see. Then the just announced Divas Survivor Series match. This is... Now, normally at Survivor Series, they don't have 8 matches like they do at a normal pay-per-view because Survivor Series matches usually take a while because they're elimination style. And usually I'm like 6 matches is enough for Survivor Series because the Survivor Series matches themselves are going to take some time. I don't believe that for the Divas match. I think they'll get 10 minutes tops. And this is basically Total Divas good guys versus Total Divas bad guys, with the exception of Layla and Emma, respectively. Team Paige is, you know what? I don't even know the teams. That's how very little I care about this match. I want to see Natalya and Paige, and because I just want to see that, but you know, it's like Natalya, Emma, Alicia Fox, and Naomi, and then it's Paige, Cameron, Layla, and I forget who's on the other team, but it doesn't matter. What matters is Paige's team is going to win, or who I think is going to win. It just seems right because Paige is kind of on a tear right now, and she's beating up Alicia Fox and everything, which is weird because Alicia Fox just turned heel and now she's face again. I don't know what to do with Alicia Fox. Right now, this is just a match that's thrown together, and I want to see Paige and Natalya at some point fight. I want to see that. I want to see them get a solid match, and I know it won't happen, but I would love to see them get the time that Charlotte and Natalya got, because that was an excellent match, and I want to see it happen with Paige and Natty. But I think Paige is going to be a survivor with possibly Summer Rae. That's the other one. Possibly Summer Rae, possibly Layla. May get a clean sweep. I want to see Cameron get eliminated because I don't really want her to be in the match very long. She's not very good. And then I can also say thank God that Eva Marie is not in this match because she's out with her injury, which, if you look at pictures of her now, her injury seems to be in her chest because she has definitely gotten breast implants. I mean, like, it is noticeable. More power to her, man. I mean, she's pretty and all, but I think she needs to be more worried about her in-ring skills and her mic skills than how she looks. She's got the looks. Anyway, screw that. So that match is going to happen. Paige, I want to see Paige win, and I'm going to go with Paige. Paige's team winning it. Then we have the tag team titles. I'm doing this all by head. I don't have it written down. For once, Darren does not have it written down. I'm a big notebook person, so the tag match, you have Goldust and Stardust, Los Matadores, Miz and Mizdow, and the Usos going at it. Now, 2 of those teams have no chance of winning this. Los Matadores, not a chance. No one really cares about that team. And WWE would be stupid to put the belts on them because the crowd doesn't even cheer them anymore. They're just kind of like, oh, they're there. The Usos just came off one of the longest reigns in the modern era, so they aren't getting it back, and they don't need it. That's one thing. They're an established tag team. They do not need the titles. So that leaves Goldust and Stardust and Miz and Mizdow, which 2 teams that could possibly take it. I wouldn't be surprised by either of those teams winning it. The thing is Goldust and Stardust have kind of tapered off. No one really cares anymore. I love Stardust and Goldust. I prefer Cody Rhodes. I wish Cody would come back. And I give so much respect for Cody in this, because not only did he change his name, he changed his persona, and he changed his entire moveset for a new character. I mean, this is an all-new Cody Rhodes. I just prefer Cody. And then you have Miz and Mizdow, which is weird in itself because they're wildly popular. Mizdow is wildly popular. No one gives a crap about Miz. They're really popular, but they've been showing signs of dissension. They've been showing signs of they're not getting along. Miz is getting a little jealous. So it'd be weird to put the belts on them because they're kind of button heads right now. But I can see that happening. The thing is, if Miz and Mizdow win it, it's going to be a short title reign, because I think we're leaning towards a Miz versus Mizdow thing at WrestleMania. But I'm going to go ahead and say Miz and Mizdow take the titles. I'm going to say both title defenses, they're changing hands. So it's really, I think it'll also be a pretty good match too, because usually if Goldust and Stardust and the Usos are involved, it's usually really good. So, and I think it'll be a pretty long match. I think that will be the opening match, because usually the Usos open, because they really kind of set the stage of, like, this is what you're going to see tonight, and it's usually good. Let's see, I know I'm forgetting, like, something, because there was really only 5 matches announced. Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose. I don't know how that one slipped my mind, because I'm actually really looking forward to this. This one is an excellent feud, because both of these guys are killer on the mic, and they really haven't gone at it. They've brawled once, and it's just kind of looks like it's going to be boiling and boiling and boiling until it kind of pops off. So this is going to be an excellent match. I'm very excited for it. The thing is, Dean Ambrose has his fans. Dean Ambrose is already wildly popular and doesn't need this win. Bray Wyatt, on the other hand, really needs this win, because he needs to be established as a dominant heel. He's been beaten by everyone at this point. He always kind of builds and builds and builds and becomes this heel and becomes this monster, and then gets beaten by someone. John Cena, Jericho, it's just kind of weird the way they've been doing it. He did end up beating Jericho, but it didn't really work because the feud didn't work. So Bray Wyatt really needs this to establish himself, and Dean Ambrose doesn't need the win. So I'm calling for a Bray Wyatt win here. It's always good to start off a feud with a heel win, and that's what we're probably going to be getting. So there's that, and I think that is 5 matches. So that leaves one more. Let's see. I went through Adam Rose and the Bunny, AJ and Nikki, the Divas. Yeah, we're good. And leads to the final match, which kind of, okay, it's very cool concept and everything, but it kind of ruined Survivor Series. The final match, the traditional Survivor Series match, has really ruined this pay-per-view, because it involves everyone who is in a feud right now. That's the reason why they're having so much trouble filling the card. Because you have Mark Henry and Big Show who are in a feud right now, and it kind of, you put those guys in the main event, and you can't have them have a singles match. 2 titles are in this, with Rusev's U.S. title and, well, now Luke Harper's Intercontinental title. So you can't really have matches outside of that. So in the end, it kind of ruined the thing, but I'm kind of looking forward to it. And the addition of Luke Harper and Eric Rowan really adds something to this match. Like, really adds something, because that was surprising. I called for... I almost called the teams down the line except for Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. I've actually, if you go back and read my other columns or blogs, I've been doing an evolution of predictions where it's like I will change my predictions every month or every week, and I've actually pretty much called this pay-per-view because it's been sort of predictable, except for Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. And I did say that Randy Orton would be a surprise 5th member. Doesn't look like that's going to happen unless we can pray that Big Show gets taken out of the match somehow and then Randy Orton takes over. Other than that, I see Randy Orton coming in for an interference. Somehow, some way, Randy Orton is coming back to help John Cena. Don't know how it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. And there was a lot of people that were kind of upset at Luke Harper winning the IC title, and I don't see that because Dolph Ziggler doesn't need that title. Luke Harper kind of needs it, and plus it makes the Authorities team look completely dominant because they hold most of the gold. Makes sense. Plus, Luke Harper's awesome. So, and then when Eric Rowan came out there, I was like, oh wow. So I expect this match to have a bunch of twists and turns. Like, I do believe that we're going to see a few people turn on their teams. Possibly Eric Rowan being like, nah, I'm with my boy Luke always. I'm just here to screw you guys, kind of thing. What's going to be really interesting is Rusev. Because I think that Team Cena will win it. And mainly because I think the Authority just needs to be out of power. That's been going on way too long, and it's really run its course. So, but Rusev, how is Rusev going to be eliminated? He can't be pinned or submitted, so he would have to be counted out or disqualified or something. Because I don't see him getting pinned or submitted in here. And also, I would not be surprised to see the Authority win it. And spoiler alert, so you're going to want to fast forward a little bit if you don't want to hear a SmackDown spoiler. On SmackDown, they've announced that if Team Cena loses, every member of Team Cena gets fired. And I do not put it outside the realm of possibility that this is a swerve from WWE because they're trying to like, oh yeah, Cena's not going to get fired. And they're going to twist it, and Team Cena gets fired, Vince McMahon comes back and rehires them all, and that really starts off the Triple H versus Vince McMahon feud, because, you know, he's Vince McMahon, and I think that's going to be the major feud going into WrestleMania. But I'm thinking Team Cena is going to win it because Cena never loses multiple man matches. If he does lose it, it won't be clean, and Randy Orton will try to help him out and fail to help him out, and somehow he loses. So, but I think Team Cena's got it easily. Well, maybe not easily, but of course Cena's going to be one of the survivors. I think if you have survivors, it will probably be Cena and Ziggler. But the rest of them I think will go. Other than that, I think that's about it, because I don't really know how the show's going to be. It isn't shaping up to be one of the best pay-per-views of the year. It's kind of full of stuff that no one cares about, and the fact that WWE has made it free, I think really hurts it. That part doesn't make sense to me. It's one of your biggest pay-per-views of the year, and you're giving it away for free. That doesn't make sense to me. So, either way, whatever. It's WWE. They're not in top form right now. They're not even close to top form. But as a bonus, I did want to add 2 quick reviews here. I'm not even going to put this in the description. I'm just going to add it at the end. I did get to play WWE 2K15 on PlayStation 4, one of the next-gen consoles. It looks absolutely gorgeous. It actually plays kind of well, but everything beyond that is terrible. The character selection is awful. There's not a whole lot of wrestlers. You have the My Career mode. That's a major disappointment. It takes 10 hours to beat. I beat it already. And I don't even own the game. I played it at a friend's house. So, and the creation sucks. You can't create a belt, you can't create a story, you can't create an arena, you can't create a finishing move, you can't create a diva. You can only create a male character, which is kind of sexist and weird. The thing is, I'm not mad at him for it. I'm not upset at all because this is the first game on the next-gen consoles, and it wasn't going to be a masterpiece. You can't have the first game on a new generation be a masterpiece. Next year will be great if they do a better job at my career mode, because that's my personal favorite. I'm not a big online gamer. I hate playing online. I'm a big single-person player. Fun. So if I had to give it a score out of 10, I'd say like a 6.5. 6.5 out of 10. Oh well. Alright, and the second review is for one of only 3 WWE Blu-rays that I own. I own CM Punk, Best in the World. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. And now I own the Macho Man story. I'm a big Randy Savage fan. I always have been. I have been since I'm a little guy. Since I'm like 3 years old. I've loved Macho Man. I got this. I have his other DVD, the other Macho Man documentary. And this new one, this Blu-ray, it's really good. I give it like, I'd say about an 8.5 out of 10 because there is some weird stuff to it, and some stuff feels like it's missing. They glance over a lot of his career, but if you have the other Macho Man documentary, that one fills in the blanks. The weirdness is Lanny Poffo, his brother, who is, he's great. He did great in this documentary. He is just awesome. Really good insight, and I really enjoyed what he brought to the table. The thing is, you would have cuts of Hogan telling stories and all these people telling stories about how he would lock Elizabeth in the dressing room if he had other business, and like how protective he was and how kind of crazy he was about what she would do and stuff like that. And then they cut to Lanny Poffo saying, "Oh, none of that's true. My brother was not like that at all." So it kind of created a contrast, and you're like, who do you believe? Because a piece of me is like, if Hogan says it, it's a lie. Hogan is always out for himself. People who know me know I hate Hogan. He is one of the worst human beings on the planet. He's a liar and all that, but I don't know Lanny. So Lanny could be lying. And this could be Hogan telling the truth, because the thing is, it wasn't just Hogan that told these stories. There were several other people that were telling these stories. So, you know, there's that. But all in all, it was a really good documentary. I really enjoyed it. And then the matches on the Blu-ray are just stellar. Of course, you have to have Ricky Steamboat and Savage. Beautiful. There are some matches that I was kind of like, huh? But it's alright, though. Classic. It was really good. I suggest you go out and buy that Blu-ray. It's fantastic. And we've got to give props to one person, or one thing here, is the WWE for putting Rise and Fall of ECW on the WWE network completely uncensored. Awesome. They actually did it. It's 100% uncensored. I suggest you go watch it. It's like a 2.5-hour documentary. Amazing documentary. And once again, completely uncensored. F-bombs everywhere. Fantastic. Alright. And that'll do it for me. Those are you got my Survivor Series predictions. I may type them out on Twitter or something like that. I don't know. Depends on how I'm feeling. It's been kind of a hectic week, and it's finals week for me, so that's just awesome. But anyway, I am the Smartcast. I did this for Wrestling Heads. Once again, you can find me exclusively on Wrestling Heads, only on Wrestling Heads. This video will be on YouTube because I have to put it on YouTube to put it on Wrestling Heads, because I have to do the URL. But I am exclusive to them. You'll find me once a week down there. You got to check it out. Really check out WrestlingHeads.com. It's awesome, people. Smartcast would not steer you wrong. Alright, but that'll do it. Thank you for watching. I am the Smartcast.